I keep finding dream journals written by me, but I don't remember writing them. By Haunting Minute 5103. The first one was under my bed. I'd been cleaning, not because I wanted to. My landlord threatened another inspection. I don't know if he actually ever planned to show up, but the idea of that crusty old bastard walking into my place with his condescending clipboard made me furious. So, I started cleaning out the clutter. Clothes, wrappers, stray socks, a half-empty bottle of water with mold growing on the lip. Just bachelor things. And then I found it. A notebook. Plain black spiral bound. No brand. No label. Just tucked against the wall under the bed frame. At first, I thought it was an old class notebook. I flipped it open. The first page read, Dream Journal, property of Tyler Quinn. If found, please do not read. I almost laughed. I've never kept a dream journal in my life. And the handwriting? It was mine. That much I knew immediately. Not just similar, identical. The same loops, the same way I slash my T's like I'm mad at it. The same occasional capitalizing of a random letter mid-word because I lose momentum halfway through writing. It creeped me out. I flipped a few pages deeper. October 2nd. I was on the bridge again. The one from 4th grade. The girl was back. Her eyes were missing this time. She asked me if I'd killed her yet. I said yes. She said, no, not yet. Then she screamed. The bridge fell. I sat there rereading that over and over. I've never dreamed this. Not once. Not even close. But there was more. Page after page of dream entries. Descriptions of dead family members I don't have. Memories that weren't mine. Nightmares that involved specific locations and names. And then one that hit me in the chest. October 8th. I saw Mom again. She was sitting on the porch like she used to. She said she forgave me. She said she understands why I had to do it. But her smile was wrong. Her teeth were too sharp. I asked her what she meant. She said, "You'll remember soon." My mom's alive. She's alive and well and living 2 states over. But I still called her. "Hey, Ma," I said, trying to sound casual. She talked to me like normal, laughed, asked how I was. No mention of dreams. No mention of porches. But when I brought up dreams, asked if she'd been having any weird ones lately, she got quiet. She said, "Actually, yeah, but it's nothing." I didn't push. Not yet. Because 2 days later, I found another notebook. This time in my glove compartment. Same handwriting. Same message on the first page. Property of Tyler Quinn. Do not read. And I read it anyway. The entries had different dates. different stories, but the same tone. The same me, almost. Like I had written them in a different lifetime. November 3rd. The man in the mirror is smiling again. I hate when he smiles. It means I'm getting close. I asked him where the others are. He said, "Still buried in you." I'm tired. So tired. I wish I could wake up. I think I'm still sleeping. That's when the dreams started. My real dreams. Suddenly, I was remembering things when I woke up. Terrible things. Burning rooms, giant figures standing in cornfields, faces covered in tar. Laughter, but no mouths. And I started sleepwalking. I'd wake up in places I didn't fall asleep. Once on my porch, once in the car, once in the woods behind my building, barefoot and bleeding from a gash on my heel. There was a plastic bag in my hand that time, full of rocks. And then I found a third notebook, buried in the back of the freezer. You read that right. The freezer, wrapped in foil like a burrito, ice crystals clinging to the edges. By then, I wasn't even scared anymore, just numb. This one was different. The entries weren't written like dreams. They were written like instructions. If you're reading this, then the dreams are working. Don't panic. You left this here for yourself. You're close now. They'll start contacting you soon. Don't answer the phone. Don't talk to them. They aren't real. You're the only real one. I stopped sleeping after that. I couldn't. Not without pills. Not without waking up screaming and sweating and looking for people who weren't there. I told my friend Sam about it. He's a chill dude. A little too into mushrooms and conspiracy documentaries, but he's always been good at listening. When I showed him the journals, he just said, "Bro, that's not your handwriting." What? He pointed. Look closer. It's like someone's trying to copy your handwriting, but they're off. Every R is too perfect. And look at the way the loops in your G's are shaped. They curve the wrong way. He was right. It looked like my handwriting, but it wasn't mine. Someone, or something, was writing these for me, trying to make me believe they were mine. The night Sam said that, he texted me this. "Yo, were you just outside my apartment window?" I replied, "No. Why?" No answer. When I called him, it went straight to voicemail. I found the fourth notebook in the microwave. It had one sentence written over and over again on every single page. "You are the dream. You are the dream. You are the dream." And on the last page, Wake up and you'll kill us all. You still with me? Because this is where it gets worse. This morning, I got a voicemail from a number I didn't recognize. The voice on the recording? It was mine. Perfectly mine. And it said, "Hey, if you're hearing this, I did it. I finally woke up. You'll start feeling it soon. The slipping, the thinning. Don't fight it. We need you to wake up. You need to remember who you were before the dreaming started. Before the split. Then static. Then they're going to find you now. I'm sorry." I looked in the mirror today and thought I saw something blink behind my reflection. Not me. Something behind me. And then, just now, I checked under my pillow. Another notebook. I haven't opened it yet. I'm scared I'll see something I recognize. Something I've forgotten. Or worse, something I've done. The notebook under my pillow was heavier than the others, like it was soaked in something dense and dark. I almost didn't want to pick it up, but I did. The first page was blank. The second page was blank. The third page was filled with a single neat paragraph. No handwriting, no smudges, typed. To the one who finds this, you don't exist anymore. The version of you reading this is just a memory trapped inside the dream. The real you is lost somewhere beyond the edge of waking. If you want to live, you need to break the loop. Forget everything you think you know about yourself. Stop looking for the journals. Stop listening to the voice. And above all, stop trying to wake up. I dropped the notebook, and the pages fluttered like dead wings. I sat in silence for what felt like hours, staring at the cracked ceiling. My mind was shouting, screaming to understand, but the words all tangled into one endless knot. Then my phone buzzed. It was a message from a number I didn't recognize. "They're watching you now. The waking is only the beginning." I replied, "Who?" No answer. I tried to call Sam again. No pickup. I tried my mom. She said everything was fine, but sounded tired. I told her I loved her, and hung up before she could say anything else. The days blurred. Dreams invaded the edges of my reality. I'd be at work or out on the street, and suddenly feel like someone was walking behind me, just out of sight. I'd hear my name whispered by strangers on the bus, but when I turned to look, they'd be staring right through me, like I was a ghost. And every time I opened my phone, there was another message. No number, no sender, just text. "You're slipping. The dream is spreading. We don't have long. Remember the girl on the bridge. She's waiting. They are all waiting. I went back to my apartment, desperate to find some anchor in all this madness. That's when I found the hole. A small, jagged hole in the back wall of my closet. I swear it wasn't there before. I tore at the drywall with my bare hands, heart pounding. Behind the wall, there was a narrow crawl space, dark, cold, smelling like earth and forgotten things. At the bottom of the crawl space was something. A box. An old wooden box carved with symbols I didn't recognize. I opened it. Inside was a single object. A cracked mirror, no bigger than my palm. When I looked into it, I didn't see my reflection. I saw a different face. Someone else. But the eyes were mine. And then a whisper filled the room. Wake up. I slammed the mirror shut in the box and shoved it back into the crawl space. I can't tell if I'm losing my mind or if I'm finally starting to see what's really going on. Tonight, I'm going to try something. I'm going to write down everything I see in my dreams. I'm going to stop ignoring the journals. Because I don't think this is just a nightmare. I think it's a warning. If you hear from me again, it means I survived. If you don't, then maybe I was right to stop trying to wake up.